Hey everybody, and welcome to Mellow Acres. So today is just going to be spent mostly unpacking, I guess. I'm going to try and make the kitchen work for us for now. Most of the cabinets are installed. Like obviously all the uppers are all installed and a lot of the lowers are where they're supposed to be. There's still some stuff like in here. Like this is like the spice rack that needs to be built still. So there's still... Oh, let's go back in. There's still some stuff that needs to be done before I can put absolutely everything away, but I think we can get a good start going today, and hopefully make it a little less chaotic in here, because between the basement and here with our kids, the camper, actually literally everything on this property is chaos right now because I don't know where anything is. Trevor is outside. We purchased a flail mower on our way home yesterday, so he's trying to get that going because our grass is starting to get really bad. It went from like 0 to 100 out there pretty quickly with how much grass has grown. And because we have about 70 acres or so of hayfield, we definitely need to start cutting. So, all right, we're going to walk through this and see where we should put everything. If you guys see me put something somewhere and you think that you have a better idea, leave it in the comments below, because I am not against changing things after. I'm not even 100% sure where I want to put everything at this point. So hopefully that, and everything's a mess. That doesn't help. So I'm thinking about getting organized might be the best thing first, and then kind of changing stuff up from there. I'm feeling like so this will be our dishwasher. So maybe I gotta find out where I want to put our silverware. Right now I had it in here just to keep it all clean for now. So obviously that's not that's a massive drawer for a small thing, but I don't know if this one will, this one's not gonna open. Trevor has a box of screws in there that is too big. So I'd have to clean off everything here to get into here, which is fine. We can do that. Okay, so this, I'm going to turn you here. This right here, I think, because the window's here, I'm going to have them put in another plug. But I like to make this a coffee bar. So this little cabinet here, I think, is where all of our mugs are going to go. And I actually have a bigger coffee maker I'm going to go grab. So I have one of these nice big coffee makers. That should fit. What about coffee? Coffee. And I have filters somewhere. Oh, right here. That was easy. Okay. So coffee, filters. So this is going to be our coffee cupboard. So I wonder if with Santa mug, but I don't want to, that's more of a Christmas thing. Oh boy. Egg for the kids' kitchen. These are Christmas. I'm just going to put this over here for now until this is wax. Well, this is for the pool outside. I knew I was going to be upset with myself when I went to unpack, because I pretty much just loosely packed everything in our camper we didn't have much time. I think I've said in past videos, we had just over 3 weeks to move out of our house. And in that time frame, my husband's mother was very ill. So everything just kind of got shoved. So everything is very, very unorganized here. And I don't even know where to start. This is overwhelming. Okay, so pans I want down here. I already know that. I've already started that, so that right next to the stove is a good spot. In our past house, I just had a lower drawer like this for all of the kids' plates and cups and stuff, because heaven forbid you pick the wrong color. They can pick it, not me. Okay. These are canned goods.
So I do end up moving all of the silverware and utensils over into the island, into the smaller drawers. I turned that large drawer that I've been placing our silverware and utensils into all of our tea towels and washcloths and aprons for easier access when cooking and towards the sink.
So right now I think I'm just going to put all of our utensils over here until I can get into this cabinet and actually get into these 2 drawers. These I think I'm going to donate. I should get a donation box going. But I just purchased, we have chickens that we keep. So I just purchased this. I'll pull it out. This on Amazon. And they all roll to the front. It's 2 layers. I think it's going to be perfect. Maybe they'll stick one in the kids' kitchen for their, because they have like their play eggs. Maybe I'll stick them in the kids' kitchen for their little own egg carton setup. Okay. Oh, my washcloth. I'll go right into the bathroom. Okay, so I have a lot of glasses in this. So I brought, there's my vacuum. Okay, we are, pull this out. And so I had a washcloth I was going to try and wipe everything down with first, and then, I always buy our stuff from a wellness company. So these are clear power to help clean up the windows. These are no ammonia, no phthalates, no parabens. Oh geez, I butcher everything, but it's EcoSense. So, and they've been cleaning the windows really well, but they're just little wipes. So to try and get the brunt of the drywall dust actually is really what the biggest issue is off. I'm just going to use a wet cloth. And I also actually just use Norwax cloths. We try to be as little chemicals as possible. Obviously, it's not always the most easy thing to do, especially when renovating. But I find it makes a massive impact on our health every day. So
Okay, so I think we're just going to kind of fly through the rest of this recording. On this day, I was having such a hard time becoming motivated to actually put stuff away or to think. It was just so overwhelming. Everything is everywhere right now, and it's not like I can just grab a box and put away all the glasses or all the silverware. Like, everything is so spread out and sporadic, and how we packed when we left was just a lot, and not in boxes at all. It was just all loosely. Like, I filled every cupboard, every crevice of our camper with a lot of the stuff from the kitchen. So this room has been overwhelming me the most, mostly because I just can't find everything to put it all away all at once. It has also been a little bit difficult because we did get mice. So with that being said, I now have to go through and wash everything before actually putting everything away. So I ended up giving up on the kitchen and took a walk outside just to see how Trevor was doing with the flail mower in our side pasture. And as you can see, it's taken down so much of the grass. It actually takes down quite a bit of the trees as well. He's using the forks to kind of pull them out, and it does chop up and mulch almost the stalks of the trees, of the smaller trees. So it has been raining all day and all last night, and I think it's supposed to still rain like into tonight. My feet are disgusting. There's so much water. But I'm just gonna show you our tiny little creek that's gone back to like after winter flood, basically. All this pasture land is all flooded. So see all the water just laying, and I'm stepping. When I step, my foot's sinking in the water. There's so much water. Whew, it's cold. It is moving so fast. I'm gonna go stand on that culvert just to give you guys a better, that looks deep, that rain water. Let's see here. Trevor did a really nice job cutting up the grass. We bought a new toy, I guess you could say. I don't know if it's really a toy. It's very useful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, ooh, that water is cold. I should have worn my boots. Put my boots away. Ooh. So Trevor actually had our excavator stuck right here about a week ago, but it was mud. And we are back to full on, like we go from, I feel like we go from like this little trickle that's over, from this little trickle to a full-blown little river. Not really a river, I guess, more of a creek. But good lord. Okay, so I'm gearing up here. Got my bug net outfit on because black flies have started. They are in full swing. I am gonna go out. I think Trevor already marked where the greenhouse is gonna go. I'm gonna find all my weed whacker parts, and I'm gonna go out there and take it right down to the dirt. We got like 70 millimeters of rain yesterday, so it's gonna probably be super wet, but I need to get it dry now because our last frost date here is on June 1st, which is coming up. So it's May 2 for today, or this weekend, so I think we're the 21st today. So I've got some plants. Actually, I can show you. Trevor got me a late Mother's Day gift of some beautiful plants that are gonna have to be transplanted. Our house is, here's real life, guys. It's honestly a disaster. Some more toys over there. We are getting there.
slow process though. So the trailer that we kept all of our belongings in all winter, kind of like our storage unit type deal, got mice in it. So I moved us. Sorry, the neighbor stopped. So the trailer had mice in it all winter. So everything that I bring in needs to be washed, obviously, which is a little bit hard when you don't have a kitchen sink. Your dishwasher isn't in yet. And we don't have a washer machine. So I've been washing a lot of stuff in our bathroom sink, which is just a tiny little pedestal sink. So it's a very slow process. I've also been using our camper to wash things up. Again, another small sink. And I have to make sure I turn the hot water tank on because it is gas. You can kind of hear it going right now, to make sure that I can wash stuff. So if I don't come out right away in the morning and do it, it kind of pushes me back a bit to be able to work on stuff. Okay, so I've got my weed whacker. Here's another place that looks like an absolute disaster. All the toys. No toy house or anything, no playhouse or whatever to use them anymore, or to contain them all. So we got to get something set up for the kids, which we're gonna have to do soon because the weather's turning very, very nice now. Trevor is just working on moving some concrete because we have concrete, just a random right there. That's all concrete. So we want to move that so that we can kind of set up for the kids. We do need to go pick up our lawnmower. It's still down south. The to-do list is long. Anyways, okay. So here we are. I'm gonna flip you around again so I can show you. So we got the greenhouse mapped out. It is 10 by 26 here. So come all down here. I gotta weed whack all of this. Oh, he must have two. So this must be the 26, so right here. So the greenhouse is gonna be right here and in. The sun rises over here and sets over here. That'll be perfect. I also want to weed whack today. We got some fruit trees. I want to just clean up around the fruit trees. We put in 4. This pasture land is so darn wet. We can't get in here with anything. That and our lawnmower wouldn't take, like, that's a really tall tuft of grass that happens. But this is, ooh, look at that. That is doing so good. These are my apple trees. I believe, I have to double check, but I think they're Honeycrisp. They're zone 3 apple trees. We are zone 4A. So this one's coming along too. Pretty nicely. We do have a lot of laying water over here. So I'm also thinking about moving like just a fruit patch right in here. Cleaning all that up. Oh, Trevor's not having a good time. You can hear him. And then the creek is, so last night we had so much rain, it was up to these trees, the water had flooded. Our creek is, it's calming back down, which is beautiful. I'll post them, but oh yeah, this is still super wet down here. All right, let's weed whack. Okay, so this is incredibly good. I am glad that when we went and bought new batteries the other day, I ended up going with the 4 amp hour ones. The bugs are horrible. But I think I'm gonna rake it up and then weed with it again because it's pretty thick. Oh, flies are horrible. Oh.
So on this day, the game plan was to clean up the area that the greenhouse would be going into, and then clean up the backyard a little bit too, so that the kids had a play area. Now, after weed whacking all of this, I ended up weed whacking it, I believe, 4 times, raking in between each time, and every time I rake, it pulled up more grass. So I enlisted Trevor to help me here, as you can see, with the flail mower to just cut the backyard, because there was no way my little weed whacker was going to make it all the way through. My batteries would have never lasted, not to mention I would have been all night weed whacking the backyard as well. Here is our after shot of the backyard. We got some umbrellas and some of the kids' stuff out of the driveway and into the backyard. The flail mower does a really nice job of mulching everything, so I'm hoping that the long grass from last year, like the leftover grass, will really break down quickly and make the yard look nice once a normal length grass starts coming through. So on this day, it was so nice that we decided to work into the late afternoon, and Trevor got a burst of energy and decided that he wanted to start cleaning up some of this hedgerow.
Okay, so we are on day 2 of it being absolutely beautiful outside. So we're focusing our energy on not inside right now, but cleaning up, so bright, some outside stuff. So we've been trimming up the trees to try and get some airflow through the backyard because it is pretty dense. I'll flip you around here in just a second so you can see what we've been working on. But so you can see how overgrown this is, straight to the bottom. So we're trimming them up. Trevor's just over 6 feet, so around 5-6 feet each tree, maybe a little bit higher. This right here, well, I'm thinking, because if we get close, it's a man-planted bush, so the trees are very nice and straight, and it's shaded. And then eventually we're going to have a deck come off the back of the house at these doors. So I'm thinking that this is going to be a really good area to put all of the kids' stuff in. Maybe a little jungle gym zip line type deal. I've purchased one already. Just like it goes from tree to tree with swings and stuff on it, because none of our land is flat. So maybe we'll be able to get some of that up today. So let's get to working.
So here we are setting up the play area for the kids. We ended up deciding to go more towards the end of the row of trees, just because if I go inside or either of us have to run inside, you can actually see this space from every single window of the back of our house, which makes me feel a bit better when leaving the kids out there, or if they're fighting, or as they get older, they will be outside a little bit more by themselves. So this will give us the opportunity to still be able to keep an eye on them easily. We used both ratchet straps. We chose to put one up higher to accommodate the swings, and then we chose to put one lower because our kids are still young. They are almost 2 years old and 3 years old, so that they could actually reach the monkey bars and be able to use them.
Okay, so this is going to be our fruit area over here. So it's going to be super nice to be able to see from the house because all of these trees are finally being trimmed. Not finally. We've only been here since February 1st, so, and it is May 2-4 weekend, so the end of May. But, so, the goal is to make this is going to be the fruit area, the creek, is right here. So, it'll be a nice little view of all my fruit trees and everything. So what I'm working on right now is just trying to get some beds started. So this is a roll of like construction paper, cardboard, construction paper. Trevor laughs at me every time I talk about it. I don't know what it is. Construction paper. I got it at Home Depot. But we bought it actually to protect our floors. And on the label it says weed barrier on it as well. So we have leftovers and that's what I'm going to use it for. So got this set up. In a previous video I showed everybody we have a patch of raspberries in front of our old barn, which is now demolished, or down on the ground at least. I could just a little walk. You can kind of see it's on the ground. So I'm using the cinder blocks from it, and we're gonna move all of the raspberries over here. They're getting squished right now just from trying to clean up all the mess. The mini excavator going through, the tractor going through. They're in a really bad spot just in general. I'm assuming they're wild, so they're gonna be very small. So I'm hoping that this garden bed can kind of contain some of them so we can benefit from them, hopefully. And then maybe purchase some extra ones just to get it, like, the volume really, production going a lot faster than what a wild raspberry will give us. So we're gonna do that one. One thing I do have to look up is we do have the rhubarb over there too. It'd be nice if I could put them in the same bed. If not, then I'll put them with the strawberries. My mom has about 30 strawberry plants for us, give or take. I'm not 100% sure. She said a lot. So I'm gonna make a second bed here, right beside, so we'll have 2 beds to hopefully kind of contain those 2 fruits, because I know that they just kind of take over and run rampant over the next few years. Now we are kind of on a slope here down to the creek, so hopefully they get good drainage from our backyard. And then it'll also be nice because the kids' play area we have set up right behind me. So as I'm working in the garden, I'll be able to watch the kids. Convenience is what we're aiming for here. And then we also have, I will flip you around, our fruit trees. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4. I purchased them from VC's this year. VC's. I might be saying that wrong. They're about $50 a tree. They're just tiny. I thought they were going to be bigger, but they're doing really well. They're growing, they're sprouting. So hopefully they do well over here. This area of the yard, we get sun until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the trees start to shade everything off. But I think that will be, it'll probably change a little bit actually now that I'm thinking about it, because the sun sets over here, like back this way. So it'll come through a little bit better with the trees trimmed up, and this area come like kind of cleaned up. So might actually get more sun, which would be perfect. But yeah, so I will flip you around and just kind of give you a quick shot. That'll be the bed 1. Bed 2 will be here. And then I have my fruit trees. Higher. We had grapes at our last house, which I really enjoyed, so I'm probably going to add grapes out here and whatever else I can find to get my little fruit area going. And then there, this is obviously where I was working yesterday for the greenhouse, so still nice and close to the kids. The greenhouse and the in-ground garden bed will be over here as well. We are fast approaching our last frost date, which is June 1st, so which is about a week away. So hopefully, if I can get everything kind of set up here, maybe we can plant soon. We'll find out.